Hey everyone, my name is Tyler Oakley, and today I have a very special guest. You already saw the title, you already saw the thumbnail, so without further ado, come on in, Trixie Mattel, everybody.
Yes.
Hi.
Thank you for having me.
You look stunning.
Just two natural blondes.
Don't mind us. So to celebrate the holidays, I thought I would bring one of my favorite queens to come do a little transformation.
Oh, where is she?
So I was hoping I could get a little bit of a Trixified look and catch up while we do.
I would love that.
So for anyone who's been living under a rock,
For anybody who's been living in Iraq,
both, yes,
Yes.
thank you. Trixie has been on Drag Race how many times?
I've been on Drag Race 3 separate times, but I've also been on like several of the seasons. over
And
over
you
again.
won.
And I won at All Stars, which is like winning the Olympics of the Olympics.
Wow.
And I knew that if I could win Drag Race, I could make it all the way to your living room.
Yeah, that's the dream. So I have done drag a couple times. Miss Fame did me.
Oh, sure.
Monet Exchange did me.
Incredible.
Thank you. And for the holiday season, I wanted to be something a little bit like, on theme. I was thinking maybe a Trixified Mrs. Claus.
I absolutely live for that.
God bless.
Yes. This is a good old drag transformation, so we gotta
Okay.
start with the glue stick.
So this goes. So from here on out, I won't be able to see anything.
Wait, are you really that blind?
Yes, ma'am. You look kind of cute.
No.
No, not at all.
Warby Parkour.
Robbie,
That'd be my drag name?
Yeah. So tell me, what is your entire biography?
Well, I mean,
Where are you from?
I'm from
Milwaukee.
I'm from rural Wisconsin, so I grew up in the country, and then I moved.
Corn.
And then I moved to Milwaukee for college, so that's where I started doing drag.
And you studied musical theater?
Yeah, I was in school for music and musical theater, and then I started doing drag. I was working as a makeup artist all through college, so I worked at MAC and Sephora and all that for my money. And then I was doing drag at night. So I was literally like working at the mall, then going to college for a few hours, then going to do a drag show at night. It was wild.
What shows were you in musical theater?
Oh, I was a tap dancer, so I did like No No Nanette and stuff like that.
You were a tap dancer?
Yeah, there's videos.
Can you give me a
of
little bit
tap
of
dance.
a... Not me, do you shimmy while you tap?
What about these purple eyebrows right now? This is the
I
best
can't
part of
see,
drag.
you tell me.
So why don't you get
Get a-
LASIK with all this
I'm
fucking
thinking
TV
about it.
money? Who'd you get that you look like a celebrity?
Ellen.
Ellen? Do you think you look like Tig
Tilda
Notaro?
Swinton. Who's Tig Notaro? Oh,
You think like a blonde Tig Notaro.
Why do I only get lesbians?
Well, I think it's because you
Well.
have boyish looks.
So do they.
Yes.
What's your relationship with lesbians? Because I don't think a lot of drag queens tap into that.
Mine is very fun because I think it's because I do folk music.
You're really hitting their G-spot.
Yes. And also, I think that Trixie is so hyper feminine that I think I celebrate femininity as much as I make fun of the expectation on women. A lot of my fans are young lesbians who are hyper feminine, so they wear like wigs and lashes and stuff.
A lot of people have this idea of what a drag queen is supposed to be, especially with Drag Race. You see these archetypes of, okay, this is what kind of queen you are,
Yeah.
so you have to deliver this type of look all the time. So I would say, for a lot of people, a character like Trixie Mattel is jarring because it's not what a lot of people expect from drag.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I think that's where Katya and I have always bonded is I look really like, but I'm a little more dry.
Yeah.
Like real comedy, and she looks normal, but she's wackadoo.
Tell me about your friendship with Katya.
Well, I've always had a
Hated
good
the
relationship
bitch.
with old people. That's why I'm here.
Right, oh.
Wait, how old are you?
Old enough.
Old enough for what?
This retirement home. If today you were not a drag queen, if you never explored drag in your life, what would be your ideal?
Oh, I've always wanted to do real estate. That's not a joke.
Really?
No, I think it's cool.
You're in the right town, you could do it.
I mean, why am I selling shirts when I could sell homes? That's the ultimate Trixie Mattel merchandise.
I love your line of homes.
Oh, thank
It's
you.
beautiful.
I like to pad really big in drag, and when I first got on
Yeah.
Drag Race, because to me, I'm like, I don't care if I look pounds heavier. I want to look the most curvy, like.
Well, yeah, you want the illusion.
And I remember I was getting messages like, it's just inspiring to see a big girl. And it's just like, and to me, being a skinny legend is more psychological.
Can you define what a skinny legend is? Because I feel like you've become synonymous with it.
I am the skinny legend, which I mean, it's sort of a mentality. It's like,
A woman
imagine
mentality.
if you were the perfect weight, but you weren't, but you acted like you were. And I am like a thinner person, but like skinny to me, it's sort of springboard off that Mariah meme of like
Where
her,
she's
people
like,
shrinking her body down even though she was like not that thin. And that was just comedy to me.
love.
So What did
Okay,
you say to RuPaul on Drag Race?
I said, hey girl, Rue's really intimidating to me. Obviously.
I find her horrifying. And I said, you're scary. And she said, no, I'm not. Everybody says that. I was like,
She is scary.
then if everybody says it, RuPaul, maybe it's true. Oh, you're looking really alarming.
Am I?
Because you're like all one color with no eyebrows. But I mean, that's it. That's it, folks.
I'm not taking this off for the rest of the day, by the way. I'm gonna get in the bathtub, just the face.
I've always wanted to do that.
Come on upstairs.
So I'm kind of gonna do your eyes a little like mine, but not as.
I want the.
You do?
Yes.
Oh, okay. We kind of have a smaller head.
I came to you for a reason. Did you just say I have a small head?
No, like smaller than my head.
Okay, give me your worst.
I started doing drag. How old was I? 18? I had just gotten to college, fresh boy from the country, super not gay yet. And I was in a production.
Nothing in your pocket but an ear of corn in a dream.
You think I try to pay for things with corn?
You're like, how about a kernel?
I'm the cornhusk doll of drag, and I'm here to show people I still got it. So I moved to the city, and I was doing Rocky Horror Picture Show, and somebody was sick, but they couldn't do their part, so I stepped in last minute. So I did drag like, I don't know, whim, because I had to fill in. So it's weird, because if I hadn't done that, I would have never even thought to do it or try it or anything. You know how drag is so cool, but there's so much mystery that you're like, I wouldn't even know where to start.
It feels unapproachable sometimes.
It's crazy.
I don't think people understand, not just drag, but like to compete on Drag Race, you have to be an entertainer, a creator of costume, you have to know makeup, you have to know hair. It's every competition show in one.
That's why when you watch like Project Runway, I'm like, oh, you just had to make the dress?
You didn't even have to walk down the
You
runway
have to
in it?
dance in it and talk about your dead mom?
When you went into Drag Race, were you aware of how much it is even more important to win over the audience than it is to win the competition?
I've been Trixie for a long time, and I also know that the Barbie thing, people just warm up to it very quickly. The pink and the blonde, it takes people to like a place of childhood. Like they recognize the silhouette and the colors, and they're like, oh, I know what this is. And I guess for me, I saw that as an opportunity to have an audience meet me halfway. Because then with comedy, I can be a little weirder because they've kind of got this visual security blanket.
One of my favorite things that I know about you and about Trixie is how you turned Trixie from something in your life that was negative into, I would say, maybe one of the best things in your life.
I had a really rough relationship with my stepdad, and he always called me a Trixie when I was acting too feminine. I mean, that word to me was like faggot. It was like the worst word. And then when I was in Rocky, the character I had to fill in for happened to be named Trixie, so I took it as like a cute
badge of honor,
universe.
too.
RuPaul always says you have to look for the universe's stage directions. Like, you know, opportunities and things being presented to you. I guess when I was young and I saw the character Trixie, I was just like, well, this is a way out of that word. And I wasn't trying to like make a statement or like take back the night. It was just, you know, it happened. But I think that's the way the coolest things turn out. Did your homophobic, anybody used to call you like, Tyler?
Do people call you Trixie in the bedroom?
No. My boyfriend? No. I mean, I think it would be hard to be with somebody like me if you didn't think.
Period. End of sentence. You gotta stop there.
But I don't have any sexual relationship with dressing up. But a lot of drag queens, this is like part of their sexual ventures. Like,
It's gonna be part of mine tonight.
I can't even like give a hand job 5 nail polish on.
At that
I'm
point,
like, who is this woman?
I only use my feet.
So if you look straight ahead, nope. Okay, and then look down.
Oh.
Oh no, wait. No wonder Monet lost.
No, bitch!
Christ.
Monet lost because of them damn sponges, okay? Don't drag me into this. Who are you rooting for on All Stars 4?
Oh, Fair Ramon. She's like my Beyonce.
Oh.
Well, you know she was a MySpace celebrity.
I know.
Do you know this?
Oh, I
she
know.
was the most catfish person on MySpace. She was the most commonly stolen picture. Were you a MySpace celebrity?
No. I met boys off MySpace. The first boy I ever met was through MySpace. We met up at the public library in the middle of the day. I roller skated there. I was so nervous. I was like 14. Were you not?
You roller skated to the library
To meet a man.
Are you Pollyanna?
I don't know what that
Just
means.
going to meet a guy. Like in your adult life, if someone was like, yeah, let's meet up, let me grab my skates. That's a red flag.
What are you doing? It feels like you're doing something important.
That's an eyebrow.
It felt like important.
I mean, my makeup especially, but drag queens in general, it looks dumb until the very end.
I have some bad news. It continues to look dumb.
And there's always...
Did you just lick that?
Yeah, I've been licking your face. Just
Please.
whatever. Also, there's something in spit that just is different for makeup.
Who's your favorite pop star?
Mine's
Like,
Dolly.
I love that.
Okay.
The only family vacation I ever went on was Dollywood.
It's incredible. If
Yeah.
you guys have never been to Dollywood, it is like Disney without kids, and the theme is like fried chicken.
Heaven. Can you explain the origin of Oh Honey?
So I have someone in my life
Yeah.
who is an older gay man who is sort of, to me, one of the fun things about him, and he is like a cartoon of like a West Hollywood gay.
Okay.
He wears a lot of bracelets.
No!
He'll do like a turtleneck with like filled in eyebrows.
I
Do you know
just
what I
bought
mean?
a turtleneck yesterday. What are you describing?
We were at Gelson's once, and this sign said Meat Market.
Yeah,
and I
hell
remember
yeah.
he turned to me and he said, Meat Market? Oh, honey, Meat Market sounds like my Friday night, honey. And a light flicked on my brain. This was gonna be something important to me forever.
And ever since.
In my mind, this character of this like rich,
Oh, honey.
ritzy, like judgmental, sort of like
Bracelet gay.
Yes, and everything is an opportunity to like cheat out,
To
make a
perform.
pun.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
oh, that's fun. This is the same person that said like if it was hot outside in the summer, and he was like, "I'm a Jew as long as it's not an oven, honey." And you know, like everything is sort of a cheesy reach, and I
Right.
guess I like that.
Yeah, right.
The oh honey thing, it really spoke to people, and now it's
Oh,
like
people love
gay
it.
words.
Yeah.
It's gay verbiage.
Yeah.
I mean, I hear people saying it, and what's funny is the person it's based on does not know.
Is he still with us?
Yes.
He's at Gelson's. He's at the meat market.
When did you know that your brand was going to be
Don't. Whatever you're about to say. Whatever mean thing.
bleach blonde Tignataro with a Canon power shot? It's something to say.
And barely something to say.
I'm not gonna lie, this is gonna turn out good.
Well, thank God.
I wasn't sure until now, but it's gonna be.
Do I have the face for it?
I think that's the thing for Trixie makeup. Everybody does. It's a mask. Mask for mask. Is it alarming to have me this close to your face?
I love it. I want you closer.
You know what I
want
feel
you
like?
right here.
You know how moths develop those things on their face to scare away predators? That's what my eyes look like. Like,
Kind of.
yeah. I wish I could have scared away a predator. About 15 years too late for that one.
Are you a fan of Drag Race still now that you've gone through and seen the other side of it?
I
you know?
watched Drag Race
Yeah.
like 2 inches from the screen. Like, it's amazing. Drag Race is the best television show on TV. Oops, I got you in the eye. Sorry.
Oh, please. What drag queens do you love?
I hate to be funny, but Katya is one of my favorites. Kimchi, obviously. I love Bob. I love Monet. Cracker. I also really love Lady Bunny. I mean, I love Coco Peru. I love Roller Jean Merman.
I love Coco Peru. Who deserves to be on a future season of Drag Race?
Oh, good question. Oh, I mean, Eva Destruction's incredible. There's this queen that's not really a Drag Race queen, but her name is Mrs. Smith, and her character is that it's an old woman looking for her cat Carlisle. Her backstory is that she was kidnapped by some sort of Icelandic people where she learned death metal. So,
That's a Mad Lib. Where does Trixie end and Brian start?
I mean, Trixie's nicer. Well, out of drag, I'm a little drier. Like, people see me out of drag and meet me and they're like, wow, you're usually quiet, you're usually over it. And you know, out of drag, I don't really look like a drag queen. I look like just like I look like Elmer Fudd.
What do you think?
People have said that I look like gay Forrest Gump. Patrick Stewart as a farmer.
Honey.
People have said that I look like an ASL interpreter who moonlights as a Klan member. And my favorite, Caillou with fetal alcohol syndrome.
I feel like I'm laughing too hard and things are coming together.
No,
Am I
you're fine.
squinching?
I mean, like the makeup's fine, but like you have other things going on. Like I haven't addressed the scarring and the adult
The terrible
acne and,
burns.
yeah, the full body burns.
This feels like an important thing you're doing.
Yeah, I'm putting contour on you.
Heard of it?
Yeah, so you're gonna, you know, this fudge popsicle thing I do on my cheeks.
Ooh, I do have fudge popsicles going.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh, those are good. When I created the makeup for the character, it was sort of gradual, and in the earlier years, it was maybe something that polarized people in a negative way.
Totally.
I mean, when I die, which could be any moment,
Hopefully.
well, someday when I die, like in 100 years, people will be like, oh, that makeup's very Trixie Mattel. Like,
Yeah.
this will have an impact. I don't know, this is kind of sentimental, but I'm a gay person who might never have a chance to have children. And so to me, having an impact on this art form as a whole means that I will have some legacy.
So I want to ask you something that I ask all the drag queens that I've made videos with so far. Why drag?
Well, for me, I'm obsessed with music, beauty, and stand-up comedy. And I'm obsessed with branding and marketing. To me, this is the intersection of all that.
Right.
I mean, it's like I can be the MVP of it because it just fits my skill set.
Would you ever go back to Drag Race?
Oh yeah, I mean, I always go back to do like a hi, hello.
Yeah.
I would never compete again. Ever,
Never compete again.
Ever.
Ever. All
Girl.
stars, whatever, with all winners, you wouldn't do it.
No, it's so stressful.
That's fair.
Wait, let me know. I've gotten in trouble for saying that before. I don't hate Drag Race. I am not a good competitor. I'm not a competitive person. I don't need to feel better than someone. So to me, drag is always about doing whatever you want and no one says anything. And Drag Race is about doing what you're told and having it evaluated.
What advice do you give to people that want to try drag, that have never done it? What do you say to them?
The most important thing is you have to have your own perspective on it. If you're doing drag to be like someone else, I mean, I don't really think there's a point. I love Drag Race, so I'm gonna also get a finger wave wig and a corset. It's like, well, what is your perspective on drag? Sorry, I'm trying to talk, but I'm also trying to make these lashes.
Do your thing.
Well, Trixie lashes take like a whole, I have to stack like 5
They're not
layers.
subtle. These are thick.
Yeah, people call them spiders
Uh-oh.
sometimes. Well, here we go. We're gonna get into it, sis. Is this awful? I know it's awful.
Am I beautiful?
I mean, you have makeup on.
I will say, I feel like I have a visor on, Like,
Yeah. I mean, you wanted the Trixie treatment.
I do.
Oh, I live.
I do. This feels big. This feels like something you're about to do.
I like only at 3 points was I actually doing anything. The rest of the time you think I was just like,
Well, no, yeah, you're just kind of just massaging my face.
did you say that you had your mom or your dad?
I have nobody's
The answer
lips.
is
I
neither.
knew where you were going. You're a bitch. What are you laughing at? It's not good. It's never good of a drag queen is this close to your face working on something and then they start laughing. What'd you fuck up?
I didn't look at baby.
Uh-huh.
Looks great.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Oh my god, not this. The guy who blows my leaves in my back porch is here. If I were your drag daughter, I know you don't do that.
Yeah.
What name would I have with this? Pull it up.
Well, I'm Trixie Mattel.
Mm-hmm.
You could be Skipper Mattel. That'd be kind of fun.
Skipper Mattel! Skipper, isn't that like a sailor? Am I all...
Skipper is Barbie's younger sister.
Oh, bitch. Baby Bop? Is she the Baby Bop to Barney?
Should we put you in drag?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Okay, grand reveal. Is she beautiful? First of all, my eyes have never felt heavier. I feel like
You look like Anna Nicole Smith
meets the North
dressed
Pole.
up like Bianca Del Rio, who was working at the mall during Christmas. His hair is kind of like 90s a sex line operation. Yeah, like, hi, you've reached Deb.
Not Deb!
By the way, this is what it's like to be in drag in the middle of the day. Isn't it fucking awful?
I love it.
You
It is
do?
very warm, though.
It's hot. Well, if you guys can't see this, it's a fleece nightgown.
Bitch, no expense was spared. Okay. Thank you and goodbye.
Dignity was not spared either.
Thank you for joining me. I had so much fun.
If you liked the video, you can give it a thumbs up.
And if you want to learn more about Trixie, where can they find you?
You can find me on every platform at Trixie Mattel.
I'm gonna put all of Trixie's links in the description, so go follow her everywhere. And don't forget to check out all of her music on iTunes,
Yeah.
Spotify, wherever music is sold.
And if you're in the UK or Australia in the spring, you come see me.
I have never seen one of your tours.
Oh, I look very thin and I'm very funny.
Skinny legend, I
Yes.
need to go. Thanks for watching. Happy holidays. We're about to go prance around West Hollywood.
Yes, we are.
Bye, bitch.